Okay, so this is the hair. Honestly, I never give her like a super specific brief, so my hair girl kind of deserves a medal for being able to read my mind. But we just kind of did a few little highlights, like a balayage type thing, to break up the block colour and add a little bit of light into it, and then make my roots not as obvious. Just make it blend a little bit better while still adding a bit of light in there too. I honestly love it. I think this tone suits me more than like just all the dark. And she is looking thick too. Like, multiple people have commented on it, and I'm living for it. By Frazzled Beach Blonde Hair, and hello, gorgeous brunette, obviously. Guys, we need to talk about this. Just gonna let that sit in the room for a little bit. So I came home to this the other day, and I had every intention of unboxing it on here. Well, not unboxing, but like, you know, opening it on here and starting it on here. But then I cried like 2 pages into the book, and I was like, this is not going to be the one to like live vlog and live update, because I'm just going to be sobbing. And I am on chapter 40, so I'm like, I don't know, almost halfway into the book. It's like 700 pages. She is kind of chunky. Everyone at the hairdressers was like, the size of that book is fucking insane. Like, it looks large considering I was the only person in that obviously region anyways. But I love her. She is stunning. Like, I am obsessed. But yeah, I'm on chapter 40. I'm on page 318. There's like 710-ish. So I'm like almost halfway. Well, we're there. Let me just sort my bookmark out so you can see. That is where we were up to. I have been tabbing, well, I was going to say tabbing. I have been dog earing the pages whilst I have been like at work and at the hairdressers and things, because I didn't have my tabs with me, so don't hate me for that. But yeah, I am there. Halfway-ish, almost. I have been reading it in the hairdressers. Luckily, we didn't get any emotionally traumatizing parts, otherwise I would have cried. Probably wasn't ideal whilst I was getting highlights, but it's fine. I'm actually obsessed with my hair though, by the way, just to put that out there. I'm loving it. But yeah, Magnolia and BJ, will love them forever. I will maybe give like a few more of my thoughts and stuff. Or should we just do it now? Let's sit down. So everybody knows that I love this series with like every fibre of my being, and that this was like my most anticipated release of this year. Like, I love it, I love them, I love this universe, and I was so excited to hop back into it, especially because of where this last book left off. But guys, it is like both breaking my heart and also like fixing it slightly that this is like the last book, because I'm putting it out there, they're going to be endgame. Like, BJ and Magnolia have to end up together. I can't possibly see a world where they don't, and I am pretty sure that Jessa has also confirmed it anyways, that they do get their like happy ending. But it's just the getting there that has been kind of rough for me. Like I said, I am halfway through, and I said before we went into this book that I think a lot of it, spoilers, be careful for a sec, I said that a lot of it was going to centre around Magnolia's grief, and that was going to kind of be like the point of conflict in the book, because I cannot have cheating and more of them being apart and dating other people, like, no. So I said that the grief was going to be the point of conflict and the issues that was going to start. Literally what is going on outside. But yeah, so that is breaking my heart. Like, I literally cried at the dedication. I cried 2 pages in. Chapter 18 had me bawling like a little baby. It's just been rough. But I'm happy that Magnolia and BJ at least have each other, finally. And I cannot wait to see where it ends. I'm like torn between just wanting to read it, like just wanting to sit down this afternoon, read the book, and then also like wanting to fully take it in, because this is the last that we are ever going to get of Magnolia and BJ from their points of view. I'm assuming that we'll get more glances at Magnolia and BJ in the next Daisy Hates books, and if Jessa does do any more in this world. But the last books from their point of view, the last book solely on them, I'm wanting to like savour it a little bit, but I just love them so much. And Jessa's writing is just insane. Like, she really does have one of my top writing styles ever. Like, I would read her shopping list. I just love her and I love them and I love this world. I will say this book is going to be hard as a Julian girl. Like, even the little glances that we have got so far, like what Magnolia has said about him when he's been mentioned, it's making me sad. I'm a Julian girl first and foremost, but I want him for myself. Magnolia and BJ were always endgame for me. They should end up together. Like, I still don't think I'll be fully satisfied if Magnolia did end up with Julian. Like, I don't want them together as a couple because I want him for me, and Magnolia and BJ are literally soulmates. But all that put aside, I'm a Julian girl, and it's rough out here for us Julian girls, okay? But anyways, I'm gonna go and read a little bit because I actually finished at the hairdresser's earlier than I thought I was going to. So I'm gonna take the time to make some nice dinner, have a cup of tea. Actually, no, I'm not even having a cup of tea because I've actually gave up cups of tea for Lent. Wild, I know, going crazy over here. So I'm gonna go and make a cup of coffee, which kind of feels like it's cheating, but it's not. Or maybe a herbal tea. Basically, my like thing for Lent was I'm giving up like English breakfast tea, like Yorkshire tea. But I can still have herbal teas and coffees if I want, but I don't tend to drink that many coffees, so drinking a coffee feels like a cop-out. Regardless, I'm gonna go make a hot beverage, whatever it is, and some dinner because I'm starved, because I've been at the hairdresser's for 4 hours and your girl's hungry. So I'm gonna go and read for a little bit. I'll update yous when something happens. I don't know. Goodbye. Guys, chapter 43. I'm at a loss for words. I was gonna say potential spoilers, but there's 100% gonna be spoilers because I need to talk about this, so be warned. Chapter fucking 43, as a Julian girl, not a fun time. This lighting is doing me absolutely no favours, but like, I read it last night because I've been really bad at keeping us updated, but I started it last night. I just put fake tan on my face. Sorry, I've moved yours, but I'd literally just put tan on my face. Tell me why I was crying after 5 minutes. Like, absolutely not okay, and nobody warned me. Everybody was like, chapter 18, which I bawled at. I'm gonna give you some quotes here, so skip ahead if you haven't read. He asked her if she ever loved him, and then told her that he loved her, and that she's the only person that he's ever loved. Like, are you okay? I'm not. And then they did the whole little... If it wasn't him, it would be you. In another life, yeah. I cannot cope. She then goes on to call him a star and goes on this big elaborate thing about a star and how stars can be so minuscule but they're undeniably beautiful. But in another galaxy, a star is a sun. But she's not in that galaxy. Things are rough for us Julian girls. And I feel like it's going to get worse. And then, so I've read that last night, bawled my eyes out, kept on reading, and then, sorry, more spoilers, Julian and BJ start fighting. It's too much. Just when I was like fully team Magnolia and BJ, I was like, yeah, they're endgame, which I've always said they're going to be endgame. Like, I'm not disputing that. I want them to be endgame. I don't want Magnolia and Julian to be together because Jessa needs to write me into the book so that me and Julian can have our storyline. But like, I'm not that delusional to think that they were going to get together. It was always Magnolia and BJ. But why did Julian have to get done dirty? Like, I feel like something else is going to happen with Julian because a few people have said to me like the book is rough for Julian girls, and I feel like it's just going to go downhill from here, and not quite prepared for that because I was struggling enough with just having like the grief storyline without adding in Julian hates on top of it. I'm gonna read for a bit. I'm up to chapter 52 now. Sorry to anybody this might trigger, but I've been dog-earing my pages because I have obviously wanted to tab this book, but I keep forgetting to take my tabs with me. Like, I've been reading it at work and stuff on my breaks, and I just haven't been taking my tabs, so I've had to dog-ear the pages, so apologies. But I'm gonna go and read a little bit more of this. Wish me luck. So I don't know if I updated us or not, I'm thinking not, but I finished Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. I actually finished it a few days ago now, but I needed a few days to even comprehend that I had finished the book, never mind process the actual story. But guys, this book, I am already going back through and tabbing it because I had been dog earing the pages, because when I was reading it at work or if I was just out and about, I didn't have my tabs with me, so I did dog ear them. Sorry about it. There is going to be a lot, I just know it. But this book was literally everything I could have wanted and more. Like, this was perfect to me, and I cried so much. I literally cried from the dedication, like literally 2 chapters in, chapter 18, chapter 42, chapter 79. Like, I sobbed. I cried more at this book than I have out of any of the Magnolia Parks books, which is crazy considering like the Magnolia Parks Long Way Home and Daisy Hates a Great Undoing. I literally sobbed. I'm literally about to cry right now even thinking about this. It's just not okay, but in like the best way possible. I literally owe Jessa Hastings my life from what she has given me in this series. Like, it's ridiculous. I love her, I love them. I'm so happy with how, well, I'm not so happy because of one minor thing, well, not even minor, like literally because of how Of the Long Way Home ended, but I feel like it was necessary. Jessa has said it was necessary, and I feel like we kind of see that in this book. I'm still not thrilled about it, but I kind of get it, and yeah, I love this so much. A minute for the Julian girls though, because we are not doing well. But like I said, I'm literally, there is no other possible way that this, like, their story could have ended other than this for me. It was just perfect, and I love them so much, and I will carry them near and dear in my heart forever. But I need the next Daisy Hates books effective immediately, because what the fuck was going on in this book? Like, shit is going down and I need answers. But apparently Jessa has not even started writing Daisy Hates 3, and I don't know how to feel about that. I think we also need to take a moment to appreciate the fact that I literally went from the Boys of Tom series to this. Like, I went from Joy Lynch to Julian Hates to Magnolia and BJ. Like, everything's not okay up here, but it's great. But yeah, I absolutely loved it, and I just thought I'd give you that little update. I apologise for not fully doing like an in-depth reading vlog or for checking in as much as I would have liked. I was just fully immersed in this book, and I really wanted to enjoy it and take my time with it and not rush through it and not feel like I had to pick up a camera and vlog it. And yeah, I just wanted to be fully immersed in this world, which I was, and I will love this book forever. Guys, I've just got a new car. I will insert a little video of it here. I'm sorry, I literally love her. She's so cute. I literally love it so much. So I don't know if I've actually spoke about it on here. I know I talked about it on the podcast, but basically I've had some issues with my car towards like the end of last year. My car is like, well, my old car I should say. She was just like my first car, and I did really like it, and she served me well, but then a few things were going wrong with it, and it was literally costing me more to fix the car than what the car is worth. So I thought it's time to trade it in and get a new one, but it's time to cut my losses, get rid of it and get a new one. So I was thinking about like a Fiat or a little Adams, is that what they're called? I'm not really a car girly, let's be honest. I just want one that looks cute and that I could drive. That's it. So I did go with a Fiat. I am now officially a basic bitch, and what about it? I literally love her, and she is beige, or like I think the colourway is called like latte or something, but she is so cute. I literally love her. So I picked it up this morning. Haven't really done a proper run out in it. The garage that I got it from was maybe like half an hour away from me, so I drove obviously home. We did have to go through a little McDonald's drive-through because I actually, spoiler, had a bit of an issue with my windows, and my windows did not properly work, so I could never go through a drive-through. So we had to make a little pit stop so I could get a Diet Coke on the way home and obviously test out the windows. We'll probably take her out for a proper spin tomorrow, but I just thought I'd keep you updated because this is a big girl move for me. Obviously I bought my other car, but this is like a car that I actually really liked and really wanted, and I am really happy about it. Very cute, and I feel like a little girl boss. I'm gonna be looking all cute in my new car.